Hey everybody, happy holidays. Sure is cold out there. Would you like a cup of hot Jones?
Ooh. Hot what?
That's better.
Anytime you get a really good snow level in a video game with some Jingle Bell type music, you can claim Christmassy vibes without anyone batting an eye. Diddy Kong Racing especially has some great Christmas tracks, but Animal Crossing gives you that feeling for the entire winter season. And they always have. Even back to the first game in the series, they've brought the holiday cheer. Animal Crossing has been a part of my life since 2001, when I went over to my cousin's and she had it set up in her bedroom. It always comes back to the cousins. She showed me around her town, I met all of her villagers, and little 7-year-old Nick was insanely impressed that a game could store so much information inside of it. I mean, there's a whole town, all these animals living their own lives in it, and it even had a little store where you can buy stuff, not to mention a little sketchy store that sometimes shows up. And then my cousin informed me that the game came with its own memory card, which I remember thinking was the single coolest thing a game can do. It must have reminded me of Donkey Kong 64 and how that came with that little red expansion pack. And when you're a kid, you don't really understand how it all works, but hearing that the game comes with an extra piece of hardware because it's just so big immediately makes it radical through your tiny eyes. And I think that single-handedly made me want to purchase Donkey Konga.
Christmas Konga! No? Nobody? Alright, that's fine. As I sit here and try to harken back as to why Animal Crossing resonates so much with me this time of year, I think it has a lot to do with Christmas 2002.
You see, after playing the game at my cousin's, I was able to convince my parents to buy it for me, and I had the best time playing Animal Crossing. I remember showing my brother, who at first thought it was lame, but then I was able to convince him to come and live in one of these homes with me in my town, and he was hooked. So hooked that we would get in constant fight arguing over who was allowed to play when. And then Christmas 2002 comes around, and my parents actually went out and bought a second GameCube so me and my brother could play Animal Crossing at the same time. We were lucky kids.
Here, get down low here with me. I unfortunately don't have those old school towns from the GameCube here with me, but if there's a desire for people to see those, I can go grab them from my parents' house.
Another reason I think I really love this game around this time of year is the holidays always bring out the best in people. Your neighbors are all out, even though it's cold, singing a carol, or maybe they're just giving you cookies for free. All things you come to expect regularly with the Animal Crossing experience.
So join me this festive season as I go back to my island on new horizons and we figure out exactly why Christmas means so much in the Animal Crossing villages. Oh yeah, that's good Jones.
And now we start the day in my town, New Jersey. First things first, let's go inside and put on a more Christmassy outfit, huh? Yeah, this'll do. That Snoopy sweater wasn't bad, but it's just more fall than winter. Ooh, yeah, I like this. This is good. Let me give a little proper tour of my house. And yeah, right on schedule. A villager comes in and wants to spend time in my house. Hi, yeah, how are you? Great, cool. All right, get out of here. Yes, please leave. Sorry, not very Christmas of me to kick her out right away, but she clearly has no idea I'm about to give a tour of my place right now to all of my subscribers. Real fast, we got the living room, kind of like an outdoor training paradise, am I right? My zen underwater bathroom, perfect for some clutch poops. My study patio where I can work on my creative endeavors. My little bedroom with a switch and a television. And a bunk bed in case anybody wants to sleep over. My basement for some gaming and fun. And then my crown jewel, my speakeasy diner. Got pictures of all my island dwellers, like how they have those old 80s diners. You know how they have all those like throwback pics of celebrities at those diners? Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I wish this game, allowed me to run this place like it is an actual diner, or have people come over and sit and enjoy some coffee. And I guess my friends in real life could do that, but it'd be cooler if it was the NPCs, That's my one gripe with Animal Crossing. If we could just get them to, go a couple steps outside the box with how this game operates, I think that would be over the top. But yeah, we should probably go outside now and enjoy the holidays with the NPCs and the Animal Crossers as opposed to being alone, huh? Yeah, let's check it out. Oh, look, it's my gym bro, Sprocket. He was one of the first island residents with me. Let's give him a little present this time of year. Yeah, it's perfect. A little music for him to play that hopefully he does end up playing and not just hanging on his wall. And yeah, he's great. And then we can go over to the other OG New Jersey island resident, who is Sherry, this cute little monkey. Full disclosure, I did used to think of her canonically as my island girlfriend back in 2020.
It was 2020, all right? Everybody was really lonely.
Speaking of that dreadful year, New Horizons has been out since 2020, and I know a lot of us collectively trauma bonded with this game. Animal Crossing, at its best, usually feels like a warm hug, and that is what everybody needed during the pandemic. Well, that, and for me, especially a false sense of work. I was unemployed during that time, my entire industry was shut down, and with this game coming out right as lockdown hit, it felt like a return to that time in the early 2000s when Animal Crossing was the biggest piece of my life. In a strange way, Animal Crossing has been there for me a lot, and you know what? That's another reason why it feels really Christmassy to me. When you boot this game up, after this game kind of becomes a huge part of our lives, all of our lives in 2020, it's like visiting an old friend, one who will always be there for you.
It's a special feeling, Lloyd.
Also, kind of crazy how Nintendo just dropped a couple weeks ago that there will be a lot of DLC for this game, a full Switch 2 version of the game. Personally, I don't love the idea of Switch 2 versions at all. I think you just make a new game at that point. Don't add on to a game that people have already spent their time with and completed. It's been 6 years since the last one came out. We don't want an update. Just give us a whole new Animal Crossing game. Like, they're doing a lot of great things. The mouse controls, the extra content, the Zelda stuff, the Splatoon editions, all that is really rad. It just feels extraordinarily late. I get that AC is a game that they want for it to be a slow burn, but a lot of people put it down after going at it so intensely. This had to come out a while ago, or how about this? It should have been included in the first place. And it's nice that they're giving you more things to do in your already curated towns, but that's my biggest knock of this version of Animal Crossing. Or, honestly, all of them. After you do your little daily tasks, you kind of have to work hard to keep playing, to stimulate your mind. When you start out, there's plenty to do, so it's great, but you kind of become a god of your island pretty early, which is why this becomes a bit of a novelty to come back to. And yeah, Christmas is all about novelty, right? So it makes sense to come back to it this time of year, but I do wish that sporadically they did add more to this game as opposed to just dumping all of this 6 years later. But now back to my island, New Jersey, which I really thought I was super clever with that name back in 2020. And you know what? Today I still think it's clever. I'm going to give myself some props. But when I play, I come up with these tasks, to give myself something to do because the game won't. Number one is picking up weeds, selling a full inventory of fish and bugs, gifts for all of my villagers. I say hi to the Able sisters, I get some coffee. I check up and dig up some fossils, and then I get those appraised. And then, I buy some stuff online, or at Nooks, or at the Able Sisters, whatever they have that's new that I don't have. I'll check my deep inventory list of things that I have. So you're going for that overall 100% just to own everything, which is this incredibly impossible, unattainable goal. But yeah, that's, usually in my day, but since it's around the Christmas time of year, I should prioritize giving Christmas gifts for everybody. And yeah, those are my imaginary Christmas tasks that get me through this little playthrough that I've made for myself. I love my island, I know it's not as flashy as some of the other islands that these YouTubers have out there, not by a long shot, but early on, I kind of got attached to my layout, I still think that it has that classic GameCube style of a town where, it's just kind of things are placed inconveniently and in strange places, even though, I would still say that it shows that I put a lot of time in it, and it still seems pretty cool. To some people, I hope, I got my Rams football field, I got my New Jersey basketball court, I got an outdoor gym, an outdoor concert venue, this thing right here, and oh, my rock! Guys, look at this. This is my magic money rock, as I like to call it. I made this whole shrine to this rock, and every time I use it, hopefully I hit it and money comes out. So let's just hit it now and see, see what kind of gold we get from it. Hopefully, that would be nice, right? Okay, so that was actually not planned. I quickly reset the game, and it seems like that the rock is back in its place, and it didn't save in time, so that would have been really horrible, because a lot of my island is dedicated to that one rock. Yeah, that would have sucked, but it seems like it's okay. So yeah, I had like a nice little Animal Crossing day. I played a bunch, I even did a little swimming, I gave presents to all my island dwellers, I scanned in an Isabelle amiibo that I got at the store the other day for like $1. I just wanted to see what it did, and it didn't do that much. She came to have coffee with me, and that was kind of it. But I did my regular Animal Crossing day, and I took a break. I came back at night, and that made it a little more Christmassy. I played it with the light of my Christmas tree from my living room being the only light in the room, and I played it in the dark, and the whole town looked a little more magical, which really had me reflecting on the whole year. And this is my first year with the YouTube channel, and it's something I've been putting off for a long time, and I finally just went out there and made one, and I've really enjoyed the journey. It's not like I've blown up or anything, but I appreciate all of those who spent time here supporting me. It means more than you know. It's hard to manage everything going on in life, but don't forget during the coldest and darkest time of the year that yes, you're supposed to show up for other people, your friends, your family, but you're also supposed to show up for yourself too. Make sure to carve out some time to do the things you love. Whether that be checking up on your old island or setting aside to work on something creatively, or maybe it's a little bit of both. But that's important this time of year too. And now in real life, I head back to my hometown for the holidays, which starts with me being on a 6-hour plane ride. During that time, I of course will be playing Animal Crossing, which is probably another reason why this game reminds me so much of Christmas. But nothing will compare to that year when me and my brother opened up his second GameCube so we could both go to each other's islands at the same time. I want to thank Animal Crossing for always being there for me during Christmas or whenever I needed it.
Thanks for joining me this year, friends, and to many more years of great, fun stuff right here on this channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate everybody who spends time here, and have a happy holidays and spend it with the people you love. Cheers. It's just milk and sprinkles. Oh. Happy holidays.